In this video, I'm going to be talking all about the Adidas Tech Falls we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. I'm going to be talking about all these features, why you'd want to spend the money on these over other wrestling boots that we have available here at Enso. And at the end, I'm going to put together a short montage of people training in Adidas wrestling boots. Hi, my name's Doug Swift. I've been doing martial arts for the last 26 years, training karate, jiu-jitsu, kung fu, tai chi, trained all across China for months on end, and I've been an owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 19 years. If you really like this channel, we'd really appreciate it. Subscribe, get all the latest videos from us on all of the products and loads of extra other bonuses as well. Let's get into this video and learn all about the Adidas Tech Fall wrestling boots we have for sale at Enso. At Enso Martial Arts, we don't sell a huge amount of Adidas kit, but there are bits and bobs that we do sell that we just cannot get anywhere else. So Adidas now and again produces really good quality kit, and one of those things that it sells is the Adidas boots. Now, we've sold the Havocs for quite a long time, on and off in terms of supply, but we've got really good supply for those now. We've had the Havocs a long time, but very recently we've managed to get in the Mat Wizards and finally got in the Tech Falls. So these are like the top end of what Adidas produce. They're the most expensive wrestling boot we've got at Enso, and they are by far one of the best wrestling boots that you can get in the country. Now, as we're a high street shop, there's not many places that sell wrestling boots, so we would say this is one of the best boots that you can actually come into a shop, try on, find out for yourself whether you get a really nice good fit, and see for yourself what all the fuss is about and whether it's worth the money. Don't take my word for it. If you can come and try it on, see for yourself and make your own decision. Let's get into these features. Now, the main feature about this that you can see on the top is you've got this mesh fabric all the way around the boot. So there's loads of breathability on this, so loads of air movement. Your feet aren't going to absolutely boil to death. You're going to breathe, which means your feet are going to be comfortable. You're going to be able to train for a long time without just sweating buckets. Well, at least the sweat will be able to evaporate off you. Hopefully you will be sweating in your training, but you've got a really nice breathable shoe. This also means that when you're not training, the shoe can still breathe, so the moisture that you've put into the shoe can get out, which means they're not going to be really smelly, they're not going to be manky, they're going to be able to dry out, bacteria is not going to fester inside them. So that's a really good feature to have all that breathability inside the shoe. Now, another really good feature is it's got this really long tongue on it. Now, the tongue goes all the way down inside, so there's no kind of tongue jabbing into your foot halfway up or sliding around. It's a really nice big sized tongue on the top, because you're going to be moving so much inside that shoe and your feet are going to be twisting all over the place. That just means you get loads of comfort, but like a really secure fit as well. You can get the laces really tight, and they're just pushing that tongue down right onto your foot. So again, just loads of security for your foot. You don't want it moving, you don't want any blisters, anything like that. So that's a really good feature from Adidas. Now, the other feature is you get the kind of this ankle support. Now, they're not crazily high like boxing boots, but you still get a nice bit of ankle support. Now, you will find that actually a lot of boxers will use these as well. They're close enough to boxing boots, and they're super durable, so you still get a bit of ankle support, but you get all the good features of a wrestling boot, but you don't spend ages lacing the thing up. So a lot of boxers will be buying these as well. And even though boxing boots are fit for purpose, wrestling boots do a really good job doubling up. Now, it doesn't work the other way, so you wouldn't want to be wearing boxing boots in wrestling. That's not going to happen, but they work very well being used for boxing. Now, the other key feature that Adidas is really high on promoting is that you've got this single piece sole all on the bottom. Now, at the front, it's actually quite flexible, so you can really bend onto those toes. So when you're like pushing up with either the ball of your foot or just straight on the toes, the sole goes with you. Now, it does tend to bend in one way. It's not so twisty the other way, so you can have a nice, really flat foot, secure on the ground, but obviously you've got that flexibility for your toes. Now for the back half of the shoe, you don't get anywhere near as much flexibility, which is also a good feature because it means that the arch of your foot is not just kind of getting crushed and twisted all over the place. The shoe's supporting that, and you can see all around the base of your heel, you've got grip all over the bottom. So if you're on those sort of weird twisted ankles, rocking and rolling all over the bottom of the foot, you've still got grip all the way around on the toes, edges of your foot and on your heel. And so the back's quite stiff and the front's pretty flexible. Really good features for a wrestling boot. Now you do get these on the kind of cheaper versions, but say on the Havocs you don't get that grip around the sides, so you just got a sort of flat piece stuck on the bottom. So in terms of life of the shoe, you're going to get way more life out of the Tech Falls than you would out the Havocs, which you should expect because you're paying more money, but you definitely get, I would say, double the life, maybe even triple the life out of the Tech Fall than you would out the Havoc. So over time, it's way worth spending the money on a boot like this than it would be on the cheaper brands. Now, I know people are on a budget, but if you do have the money, these are well worth it. So currently at Enso, we are doing the black and the white. Now there is a white and blue and like a blue, like a royal blue as well. Now supply of everything, the whites, the blues, is pretty sporadic. It's quite hard for us to tell whether they're getting discontinued or whether just the supply is a bit up and down. The blacks are really, really solid. Now, if you were interested in the blue, it might be at the time that you're watching this video, we've got them in stock, so check out the website. But like I said, supply is a bit up and down, whereas the blacks is pretty good, so we should always have these in. If you did want a specific color that we don't have, just drop us an email, shop@Enso Martial Arts, and we'll do our absolute best to see what we can get for you. If we can't get it, it's not in the country at all. It might not even be being made. So, you know, sometimes you just got to take what there is. If you do have to take the blacks rather than the blue, that's really no bad thing. It's a brilliant looking shoe and it's going to last you ages. Super durable, super comfortable. These come in half sizes, that we have all of those at Enso. So we start off from an adult 6 all the way up to a 13. Now they fit pretty well. I mean, shoes like this always going to be a bit snug. If you can, in an ideal world, come and try it on, so you don't have to do that back and forth constantly online. Sometimes you just got to do that with shoes. It's just the way it is. But we're doing half sizes so you can get a pretty accurate fit. If you're not sure what size you need, again, give us a call or give us an email and we'll do our absolute best to help you. It's always a bit hard guessing sizes online, so we do our best, but like I said, sometimes you are going to have to send a few back and forward just to get the perfect fit, but with all the half sizes you should be able to get a pretty good fit. At Enso Martial Arts, we do pride ourselves on having a pretty good selection of kit for all martial arts here. Now, wrestling isn't something that's particularly big in the UK, so we don't do a huge amount of kit for wrestling. Do the boots, and obviously they cross over into boxing and MMA. We do the ear protection guards, groin guards, things like that, knee pads, but there's not a huge amount of kit. We don't do the onesies yet. Are we thinking of doing the onesies? I just got a look from Connor that went, I mean, not a lot of people use them, so you know, maybe we could get them in.
It's something we can get in. If people ask for it and people want it, we can get it in. That leaves it up to them.
There we go. So, so we'll show you a few things we've got at Enso, but it will cross over into the MMA world. So as well as the Adidas Tech 4 wrestling boots, we also have Fairtex Pro MMA gloves, gym quality Sandy focus pad, whole range of boxing, MMA and no-gi shorts, full range of boxing gloves from the kind of beginner budget all the way up to the pro gloves. So as promised at the beginning of the video, here's a short montage of people training in wrestling. Thanks very much for watching. I hope it was useful. I hope you learnt loads about the Adidas Tech Falls we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. If you like this video, we'd really appreciate subscribe to the channel. Get all the latest videos from us on all the products at the shop here. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.